Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to do some more music reactions. This one is to Geoff Castellucci, and it is his version of Man of Constant Sorrow. I have heard many a different versions of this. In fact, my favorite version is Home Free's version. However, what's the name of the Oh Brother? What's the name of the movie? Oh Brother is one of the very few movies I know of. Three movies. Two of them are Robin Williams movies. Um, but there are three movies that my father has sat the whole way through since I've been born and watched the whole thing from beginning to end. Usually you can put a movie in and he's up and doing stuff because he just can't sit and watch a movie. But Oh Brother is one of them. And he loved the movie so much. Not only did we watch it multiple times, and we tried to do it as a Thanksgiving tradition of watching the movie. It didn't work out, but but not only did we try doing that, but he then looked for all the different versions of this song. And I'm going to have to end up listening to it without my earbuds, so I apologize in advance for that because I just got my second warning. But we're going to listen to this, damn it. But he has recorded 16 different versions of Man of Constant Sorrow, including Keith Richards, Jerry Garcia, the Soggy Bottom Boys, 16 different versions of that song. And not only did he have a, I forget if it's a cassette tape or a DVD, or not DVD, CD of that, but he played it in his office on loop. So all of the receptionists, whoever was in the office, they got sick of it and they let him know it. But at any rate, I'm curious to see what Mr. Costellucci has done with it and see how it's arranged. I unfortunately, when I was pulling it up, it auto played it and I couldn't get it paused in time. So I know that he starts off layered singing the chorus all together, just like they do in the movie. I do know that this song is a century old. Well, almost a century old. 1930 or 1928 or 1923. Is it 100 years old now? It's getting there. If it's not there yet, it's getting there. And I know that this is much different than the original. I also know that the original was titled Fare Thee Well, I believe, is the original title. So I know all of that. And I have heard the original version, although it's been a while, so I can't remember exactly. But let's go ahead and get into it and see how Jeff does with this. And I'm going to go ahead and take the ears out now. So sorry about the sound quality. Okay. I keep disturbing Purdy. Yeah. Buddy has stolen her heating pad. Here we go. Ah, little different there. The place where I was born and raised. The place where he was born and raised. So he is switching it up a little bit, putting a little different flavor on it. His voice is so smooth, and I'm so used to the gravel that Austin does that it's hard not to compare them. I do prefer the gravel part, but otherwise, so far so good. And that low felt appropriate. So for those of you that saw the last review, sorry. So, and I was trying to think, somebody said in a comment of somebody else's videos, it's either like David K. I think it was one of David K's videos of Geoff. They talked about which program he uses for the instrumental part, but you can hear the banjo and everything for the instruments that he chose for this one. And I was trying to hear if he had much of a southern switch to this, and it's not quite sounding southern. So that's also a little odd for me because almost every version I've heard, the pronunciation is very southern, and he's not doing that. So, and maybe there's some southern to it for those that aren't used to the southern accent, but I'm not hearing it. He looks tired. Okay. When he said world, world sounded southern, but I'm not quite hearing it on the other words. Maybe a little bit on the down. He's definitely switching it up on mainly the chorus, I think. I think it's only been the chorus part. There for a second I thought he was emphasizing the Fare Thee Well, since that's the original title, and that might be why he emphasized that at that one part, but then on the next part that was mirroring, it was the other words. So I don't know if he was doing it for that reason or not, but that's what I initially thought of. Switching it up. Now there, that sounded very southern, and it also sounded very much like Tim, but not quite like Tim. They still have their differences, but so far that's the most southern I've heard him sound, is when he was singing it low, and maybe it's just more natural that way for him. Going down low on the grave, that is 6 feet under. He had a little pause in there also. Let's back it up. Where there wasn't any instrument and there wasn't any vocal sound either. Look at that baby's breath. That fit? I'll pause it there. The sound's starting to go out there anyhow. Asshole number one used to wear these dress vests all the time. And you can see where the edge of the vest is right there. He had 5 or 6 different dress vests that he wore all the time. So that's what I think of every time I see them. I don't know if that's good or bad. Let me just go ahead and say, as far as the song overall, I enjoyed it. I appreciated him trying to put a different spin on it so that it wasn't the exact same as the movie. It wasn't the exact same as Home Free. It's been so long since I've listened to Dad's CD of the 16 different versions. I don't know if it sounded similar to any of them, but I think none of them match this because he put so many different things in there. He put different patterns in there, as well as where he was emphasizing things and how he did the chorus and the layering and all that kind of stuff. So I think he just took a mashup of a little bit of, not a little bit of everything, but a mashup of things that he appreciated and put it in the song. That being said, I miss the grovelly. I like the grovelly voice for this song. There's just some songs, the buttery smoothness doesn't always work. And as I said before, the Southern accent, I was missing that a bit. It just goes hand in hand with the song so much that it was noticeably missing. So, however, overall, liked the song. So, I'm going to go ahead and finish it out, but thank you all for joining me on this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.